for now, recombobulator is going to be the best. Okay, we will use the stone orb because the stone orb will be better than the Nosferatu. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Clippedshots here. We're back with more Peglin, and today we're going to be checking out some Peglin on some specific sort of runs. So really quickly, we're on Cruciball 3. I'm going to be hitting what I would call checkpoints, and with that, I think it's important to note that what's it called? We're going to be playing through Cruciball again, kind of more or less, at these checkpoints, so that I can I'll just get a better understanding of Cruciball, because it's been a little bit since I've played it, and when you don't play Cruciball enough, you kind of run awry. Now, I definitely made a mistake there. I didn't want to hit both bombs, but especially when you have something like this, it's a little bit easier to do, and that was a mistake too. But that's okay though. That mistake wasn't too bad. Okay, here we go. We want to get as much money as we can as well, so that's something else that's really important. They're just getting as much as we can. So that is what it is. Anyways, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you guys aren't, hopefully it turns around for you. Every day is a new day, and today is a wonderful day. Could be a wonderful day, could not be a wonderful day. I don't know. Life is strange. Wow, this is a really horrible spot to be in. Okay, at least we got a refresh. I mean, like, you know, could be worse, right? Could be worse. Alrighty. Egg orb is actually a pretty good orb. I wouldn't mind picking up an egg orb. We only have 64 coins. What does the map look like? Well, we could go down here and grab that. We could get a couple fights and then go into that. It gives us an item as well. And there's another one down there too. Okay, egg orb is pretty good. I'll take an egg orb. And we will go for the fights in comparison to basically anything else. See what we end up getting. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go for the coins more than anything. Okay, that was way too many bombs, but that's all right. Coins, coins, coins. We have 61 coins again, so we're in a pretty good spot. And here's a little bit of extra damage. It's totally fine. We're not really worried about damage too much here. We have a smattering of bombs. Smattering? Smattering? Is that the right? Would that be the right word? I don't know. That wouldn't be too bad for this build specifically because concentration has pretty good damage and it pierces pegs and stuff, so that could be pretty good. I think what we're gonna do instead though is I think we're just gonna hold on to our money for a bit and see what the build gods decide for us. If we can, we want to go left here because left will be better, and that was a good spot to grab a couple extra coins as well. So nothing to complain about there. And there we go, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think it's a good spot to skip and actually go straight for this. So a little bit of extra damage there. I was hoping to get a bomb, but that's totally fine. No bomb for us. Not gonna complain too much. There's one bomb, beautiful. Took out most of the enemies, so we're totally good to go. We can probably get that crit, maybe, nope, okay. Sometimes things are a little bit funny. There you go, a little bit of damage, and that's totally fine. Toss it in there. So I think Cruciball is kind of mostly about optimizing your shots whenever possible, and so certain shots are going to be a little bit more beneficial than others, and yes, we'll grab that because that's really good for money purposes. And I think left is the better way to go, because if we can go left here, even if we accidentally make a mistake, we can go back and get the right thing. So let's see what happens. We're gonna skip that first orb, go straight for this orb. Ooh, bad throw. Okay. A little bit unfortunate there, but that's a good crit for us. Nice, that was a good throw. Took out one enemy, and we can skip this and get this guy here, which should be another decent amount of damage. Not as much as it could have possibly been, but hey, you know, that is what it is. A little bit unfortunate. Let's try to get, I've been trying to get a refresh here for like the longest time. Oh my word. Okay, let's just, I guess, clear it out because obviously it's not eager to do that. No damage, that's all right. Crit, crit, crit. No crit, but a little bit of damage. This is one of the scariest fights, I would say. Obviously, we have like a DPS check whenever we go up against the Minotaur, so that's a little bit of a different story though. But that being said, there we go. Beautiful, that was good damage. That being said, I mean, this isn't too bad. Usually you're gonna lose at least half your HP on that, on that sort of fight. So I think it is time to heal. We do have some bomb relics. Whenever you gain max HP, increase it by 1. That wouldn't be too bad if I had something else already, but I think for now, Recombobulator is going to be the best option. Really quickly, it does still reduce my damage by 15. We can get 2 orbs, or we can get rid of an orb and get, relics. I can get 2 relics, or get rid of a relic. Get a relic and then get rid of something else. So we'll grab this, and I'm going to get rid of stone, because I think that's going to be our best option there. I didn't really see anything else that I particularly wanted, so we're going to go just for this and straight on down. Alrighty. Deco Orb is going to be really good here. I might be able to get something, and direction here doesn't matter. So we're just going to... I was going to hope for it. I was going to hope and pray for it. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Not exactly what I was hoping to grab, but that's okay. I was kind of hoping to... let it sink in a little bit further. No crit, unfortunately. Let's see if we can do a little bit better with this stone here. No, we cannot do any better. Let's see. Well, we might be able to get the bombs, though. The bombs will be just good enough. So, there we go. Beautiful. Now, as much as I can get. That was not the most beneficial throw I've ever had. Okay. He doesn't get his turn there, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can get that crit. Yes, we can, but it didn't do what I wanted it to. It's all right. We got a Recombobulator, so we can actually go for a bomb run right now. Something I will do is I will start to upgrade this guy, and I will heal whenever I can, because right now, obviously, my health is a little bit underwhelming. If I can, I want to try to grab a couple extra coins, which I think I got at least one there, which is good. Refill bus is really good, but the fresh bandana is going to be better because it just will be. So let's go ahead and launch ourselves to the left. All right, let's see. It is upgraded, so let's see if we can maybe get a little bit of everything here. And I can get those bombs back, so totally not a big deal. Go right in there. Yep, there's that bomb back. I'm gonna skip every stone that I come across in hopes that I can... Oh my gosh. In hopes that I can, well, I say every stone, not every stone. Most stones. We're only gonna deal 5 damage, so I can go and skip that. Let's go and skip it again. I could skip it one more time, but we can't, so... Hope for the crit and a lot of extra damage. There we go. Right in there. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a lot of damage. He's toast. Nice. Okay, we can go and upgrade this one to be its full upgrade. I could probably upgrade this one too, but I think I'll hold off so I can get at least one more relic from that. Max health increase would be nice. Tax gain +1 for every. That's good, but also not good. This is one of those items that if you're going for like a neutral build, it's a great item to get. Otherwise, not really the best there. Every shot is a crit when fired. Nope. I want to get wall chicken. Gonna help our health out a little bit. Okay, going to the right so we can go ahead and get another relic, hopefully. All right, we'll just launch it somewhere in the middle in hopes that I can really go across and get a bunch of stuff. Also, if you guys haven't had something to drink, some water to stay hydrated today, highly recommend it. And if you guys like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel because I make Peglin videos all the time. And not only do I make Peglin videos all the time, but I also just make a bunch of other videos. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, consider it. We're 1 coin away. We can almost certainly get at least 1 coin on our way down, right? Okay, we got 2 coins. That's good enough. That's good enough. There's enhanced gunpowder. Easy, no-brainer. Definitely something we want. Must circle is actually pretty good. So something you'll find out a lot in Cruciball is damage, period, is what you want to go after. So I will grab the must circle there. And we will just continue along our way. I want to get the question mark here because now that I've gotten myself set up pretty well on this early stage, I want to go to the question marks in hopes that I either get a boss fight, an elite, or I get a thing where I can get rid of, relics. So whatever works, really. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Good damage. And we actually get decent damage for this as well. I don't really need to hit anything. so that's really fine. All right. Oh, I was hoping for that. I was hoping for that crit. I was hoping I could bounce it off and get that crit. Okay, we're gonna skip that. There's another crit there. Let's see. I was hoping for a bomb. Didn't quite happen. We will get that bomb though, and hope that it kind of rocks around, hits a lot of things. At least we got the guy in the back. That's something not to scoff at. Wow. Okay. It's all right. We're okay. Not exactly the best, but we're okay. We're doing good damage. We don't have any healing. That's something we're gonna need to work on, need to work towards. Also, you guys gave a bunch of really good tips in the past about higher up crucibles. Like I said, later on, the plan is I will be making a crucible guide. Just to kind of going through what I would consider big checkpoints, things that alter the game pretty significantly. So if you guys are interested in that sort of thing, then leave a comment, let me know. And if you guys have tips for it, let me know as well, because I am always eager to hear. This guy's toast. He's gone. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go and start upgrading this guy here. And I would upgrade him twice, but it's not really worth upgrading twice. I wouldn't mind getting this. I wouldn't mind getting this. Glorious Suffering is actually really, really good. But again, remember what I said about damage, right? In Cruciball, typically anything that reduces your damage is not going to be as beneficial as something that increases your damage. Now, that being said, right now we have an extra fresh bandana, so an extra refresh, which is really good. So something like Consuming Chalice would actually be really good. That being said, also Glorious Suffering isn't a bad choice because we do have the Matrovshka. If you guys notice this one here, which really can help us get our damage up really fast. So it becomes a little bit of a question of what we want to grab. I think I'm gonna go for the Glorious Suffering because we do have the Recombomulator, Enhanced Gunpowder, and Short Fuse. So we have a couple ways of dealing damage beyond what we normally would. So we should be able to increase our damage fairly well. Not too poorly is I guess what I really should be trying to say here. Let's go ahead and try launching it like right there-ish. So a lot of stuff we just hit, a lot of pretty decent things. And this guy doesn't deal any damage, but he does get damage from that. So he just did a little bit of damage across the board. And this is one of those things where I don't know exactly what's like the best. So it really is a question that I'm trying to answer myself of what is the best that I can do, right? Can I do something better? Is there something more efficient, etc., etc., etc.? So a lot of things I'm still trying to figure out as well. Try to launch it in there, try to get as much as I can. I was hoping to get some bombs. It didn't really work out. There you go. That's what I was looking for though. That there. Alrighty, we can launch it here and we should, yeah, deal enough damage to take him down. Now, a Bob Orb wouldn't be a bad idea, especially because of what we currently have. So that's totally good. And we'll go and upgrade it all the way because that should be fantastic. Now, if we go left here, we have a kind of, it's really good, but it's also really bad. And here's why, right? We could go left, and if this question mark allows us to go left again, then we can get an extra relic, an extra 2 relics. If we go right though, we guarantee ourselves at least 1 relic. So a little bit of a question mark. There's another shop down there, and this does have a lot of fights. So I think I will go left anyways, even though the right side is a little bit safer. But I think we'll be all right. So I'm going to go ahead and use this guy to start us off with. Try to hit as much as I possibly can. 1 HP, that is the epitome of unfortunate, you know? That really is the most unfortunate it could be. Sorry, we got rid of all those guys, and now we got a nice little Bob Orb. Hopefully to add a couple bombs here and there. There we go. And that's enough damage. He's going to be gone for sure. Easy mode. We'll go ahead and upgrade the Ek Orb all the way. I could start upgrading the Dag Orb, and that wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't think I'm really that eager to. If I can, I want to try getting that bomb. There we go. The bombs gave us a couple extra coins, so it's really nice. And this is one of those stages where, again, I'm not super happy with where I'm going. So it was either the middle or left side. I ideally wanted the ambidextrary instead of this. And the reason why is because, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Really bad, unfortunate outcome. So now I just missed out on a bunch. but it's okay. Hopefully we can come back from it. It's one of those things where you really don't want that to be happening too much. Okay, we're gonna toss it right in there. Beautiful. Anyways, I totally lost my train of thought for a second there, so we'll have to revisit that in just a moment. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that's basically no damage. That's okay. We do want this one to fire when there's a lot of stuff around, so we can hopefully get as many bombs out as possible. Beautiful. And he still did damage, so nothing to scoff at. Right in there. Nice. Couple extra bombs. This guy's toast. This guy is Toasterino Cappuccino. Let's go and upgrade if we can. No, I think we're gonna save our money. I think we're gonna save our money instead. Now, direction doesn't really matter now. It's all about the coinage. How many coins can we get? Even if we lose some health, we should be fine. We don't want to lose too much health though, which we are absolutely just getting rolled on. Okay, let's get away from that. That was an awful stage. I'm gonna go deep left. I know crits don't really help us, but deep left still, because ideally I wanted to open up the area to bombs, but it didn't do exactly what I was hoping it would do. Let's go right here. Okay. Okay, now as many enemies on the board can be. So let's go deep left again and see if maybe we can capitalize on all those bombs. Not quite. Not quite what I was hoping for. Okay. We should be able to get that bomb. There we go. And slowing down the game whenever you're trying to get those specific things can really be beneficial. There we go. That's pretty good. Bunch of extra bombs. If we can, the Alchemist Cookbook would be amazing here at some point. Do we need it? Absolutely. No, we don't need it. Absolutely. But it would be really good if we could get it. So that is definitely something that we're going to try to aim for if we happen to see it at some point. We do have to heal here because we did get quite hurt. Everything is pretty much maxed out. So, well, everything that I want to keep maxed out is pretty much maxed out. We're going to go to the right. Question marks are always good to grab if it's an extra thing. And if we can go right again, we're going to be in an even better position. So ideally, we do go right again. So we'll see what ends up happening here. This isn't too bad. It's a little bit of damage. Not too amazing. Not too bad, though. We go left here. I should just get this refresh. Force a refresh out. There we go. We're going to toss it right inside here. Hope that it does a lot of stuff. There we go. Beautiful. 206 damage plus a bunch of bombs. We got them. So something to be said is bombs aren't really all that beneficial. We're going to get a Nosferatu here because a Nosferatu would be really good so we can heal up if need be. It is a little bit of a precarious item though, because we do have to build up some of our things first. So a little bit precarious, but it's okay. We're going to go to the right here. Because if we go right again, we can actually get a shop, which means we can get a maximum of 4 extra relics instead of just 1. Battle start with 5 extra coins. Refresh the board every time you reload. I like molten gold. This is a free relic because if you notice, we have enhanced gunpowder and a short fuse. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Every time healing 6. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for well done steak. For now, I think that's the better option. So to the right we go, and we should be good. Okay, skip this because that's an easy no-brainer. As many bombs as we can get will definitely help us more than anything. We are going to use this orb because this orb will be better off used than this orb, since this orb doesn't guarantee us health. It guarantees us we lose health. And there's the health we wanted. That's why I was waiting, because I wanted to make sure we had enough. We're not going to upgrade because we can get 4 relics right now. So that's going to be our golden key or golden ticket. Let's go ahead and remove an orb. We're going to go ahead and remove a stone orb. This is the kind of a thing that I wanted to get because that helps us. Complex Claw is going to be really good. We are going to get all 4 of these. Banshees is decent. Sand arrows are really good, and super boots are pretty good too. So That's a nice little thing we got. Reorbanizer isn't too bad, but right now we don't want it because we don't have the duplication potion. If we had the duplication potion, that would have been a no-brainer. Of course we're going to take it. But because we don't, definitely not something we're going after, per se. Alrighty, this is a fantastic orb to be using at the start because as you can see, we're absolutely smothering the area with bombs. So, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, we will use the stone orb because the stone orb will be better than the Nosferatu. And that was just a mad amount of bombs again. Okay, skip that little guy, and this should give us a lot of damage as well. Yeah, he's already toast. And see, this is why Glorious Suffering is super awesome. If we're super lucky here, the next best orb we can possibly get is going to end up being the relic. The next best relic we can possibly get is going to end up being the Defresh potion, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's what it's called. Basically the morbid orb, but in a relic form. I'm going to go and upgrade this one all the way. And unfortunately we didn't get it. Not the end of the world. I do think that actually Wanda's Ultimate Greed might be the best potential here. So something I'll say is certain things like this, it will give us a lot of damage. However, because it limits us so much in where we can aim, it's not good. It's actually really bad. This is the one relic I would say you never grab this relic. This relic's probably the one relic that you never want to take unless your build is completely OP and it doesn't matter where you aim, but everywhere is glorious. Kinetic Meteorite isn't too bad, but since we have the refreshes, Kinetic Meteorite isn't going to be that good because it will hit a refresh and be gone. Haglin Satchel, we have the orbs we want, and having a really large deck typically isn't that good, which is why you want to be removing orbs as you go. So Wanda's Ultimate Greed really does seem to be the best option. Unfortunately, that kind of halves our coinage and what we can buy with it because, well, we got half of what we normally do. If we're lucky though, maybe this chest will give us Peglin Pendant, and Peglin Pendant should be really good for us. I'm gonna go try to just launch it over here. Get that crit. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna hurt ourselves for a decent amount there. Let's go and skip this because even if we don't deal any damage, I mean, we're not gonna hurt ourselves too much there. And there we go. That's all we needed to do at that point. Beautiful. We will start to upgrade the Dag Orb slowly but surely. Might as well, you know, it's one of those things, might as well. And you do want to use your relics as much as you can. As you saw, get a little bit of health from the super boots. I always forget to do that. That's something I always have a mistake on. Lucky Penny's definitely the item we want. It's the most potential, and we get a free relic here. So we're just going to launch it right in there. And Round Guard is another really amazing item. Max health is nice, but if you have an option like this, Round Guard is definitely the thing you want to go after. Now, I'm going to prefer question marks because, again, potential to get rid of orbs. And not only that, but potential to get a relic, especially on Cruciball 3. That's where you can get something you actually want. I want to go left here if I can. That spinning one, if you go just point the direction you want to go to, usually you're fine. Is it always fine? No, but usually you are. I'm gonna go for the Bob Orb because bombs are kind of our big damage here. Let's go and go right here. Okay, or left. That's totally fine. Not really too much to complain about. We should be fine. I mean, there's nothing really that much to worry about. So now we should be able to get a ton of damage in because we can do this. And that just gets everything going. Nice. Okay. We should be fine here because now we can get a bunch of bombs. And our next turn, if this doesn't kill the front guy, our next turn gets us a bunch more bombs most likely and a bunch more damage most likely. Not as much as it could have been, but it's still pretty good. Okay, let's go and finish upgrading that guy all the way to max. We don't need the max HP right now, so we're just going to go ahead and not worry about it. The double shop is very tempting because that's guaranteed relics that we want comparatively. So I think I will try to head that way. gonna try to get a little bit of extra health along the way, and coins if at all possible. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen though. This is a very, very scary stage. So ideally what I try to do on stages like this is, if I can, get like one bomb and toss it off to the side. Toss your orb off to the side. We do need to use this orb and not the bob orb, because we do not want to get more bombs on this stage. There we go, perfect. Now we just cleaned out a bunch of the area. We can go to use this orb real quick. If I can, maybe do a little bit of damage. This is another scary orb to use because, again, I get a bunch of bombs more than I would like to. And like I said, that stage is scary because it drained our health quite a bit. We lost like 40 or so health. So we will heal up here. And let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll be fine like this. So again, we're going to go left. We're going to get those double places. We can only get 2 relics right now. So that's unfortunate, to say the least. Very unfortunate. I'm going to toss it way over there, see if I can maybe get a couple bombs in. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm not worried about taking damage. Right now, I'm not too worried about it. I think we should be okay. Okay, you're going to skip that guy. Unfortunate. This is one of those stages where it's just not the most pleasant stage in the world. There we go. That's good damage. He's probably toast. Yep. And we get a little crit action there. Not that we need it, but just because we can. This guy should be dealing, yeah, decent amount of damage as well. And we get a lot of damage from all the pegs that we're hitting. So, pretty good there. Gonna heal up again. Just trying to make sure my health stays pretty much topped off. If I can, I'm gonna go left. Unless something horrible happens. We almost went right. I mean, it almost happened. Okay. Peg boards start with 2 times as many bombs. Really, really good. That's a really, really good relic for what we have. However, I think this here can be really good as well, because this can cause a pretty big chain reaction. So I'm gonna go for Refreshing Punch, just for the chain reaction potential. Could be really good damage, like I said. Use the Forge, -5. Upgrade random orb. Use your satchel to scoop up the Forge, plus special relic. So I've actually seen this relic, and this relic is actually pretty awesome. Do we need it? Do we need the relic right now? We're almost at the end. We're probably not going to be getting any more orbs, so no, we don't. We're going to go ahead and use the Forge, subtract a little bit of health, and do that. Use the Forge again, upgrade a random orb. No, we don't really need to. I mean, we have the health, we can do that. Actually, yeah, let's go and do it. Let's go and just do it until our orbs are pretty much all maxed out. We have the HP to spare, so now we're good. That being said, I think I broke the game because I think they didn't expect someone to do this. So I'll be back in just a second when I try to reload the game, and hopefully it all fixes. All right, we're loading back in. Let's see what happens. So to reset, so I'm gonna do the same thing, guys. I'm just gonna make sure that I don't go all the way. So we're gonna leave right here instead, because obviously they weren't expecting that. Okay, we have a lot of money. What is this here? If you're at full health post battle, that would be really awesome. But right now, it's not exactly the most beneficial. So we're gonna go for the cookie, because cookie is health, and health is amazing. We're gonna go for the refill buster, because not only do we have enhanced gunpowder, but we also have refreshing punch, and we also have the matropshka, which means we have 3 ways of removing pegs, which means this will be big damage. We can go to remove an orb. We can remove the stone orb here as well, which will be fantastic, and we're good to go. We have the health, we have everything we need. We could have waited and seen if we got something better here. Dumbbell would have been pretty nice. Refresh shield might have been okay, but we're totally fine for now. So let's continue on. The peg sweeper, pretty tough guy here. I'm gonna go and just launch it up, see how many bombs I can convert. More bombs the merrier. We're gonna go and skip this guy because we didn't really deal any damage, so no real use there. There's tons of bombs. I think everything's dead. Absolutely it is. We can heal. We definitely need to. As we progress forward here, we're gonna need to heal as much as we can. So if at all possible, we're going to be healing. Alrighty, another good spot to start off with this little guy, except he went off into Timbuktu. We're going to go and skip that and go right in here. Okay, that was pretty good. Not the most amazing for certain reasons, many reasons. Okay, well, at least we can definitely get that. Refresh. There we go. And beautiful, just like that. We got it. We can get the health too, so we're maxed out. We don't need the coinage anymore. It's totally beyond us. And this fight is difficult, especially for what we have going on. So bombs, red bombs will upgrade his health. That's actually another thing that we don't want to do, is get the relic that turns regular bombs into red bombs, especially on a stage like this, because this stage in particular, like I said, is a little bit scary. A little bit scary in that regard. So he did get a little bit of health because we did hit a red bomb, so a little bit scary. And this is just like, oh, this is such a bad stage. The design on it is just not good, because you have to refresh the board before you can see pegs. And then if you have Matryoshka or something like that, you just can't do anything really, which is horrible. To say the least, it's horrible. Okay, tons of great damage. Beautiful. Now we can use this guy and get tons of really good damage too. Even if we don't hit anything, we still get tons of really good damage. And we're gonna try to get the refresh down there. Okay, that works. Not exactly what I was hoping to do. He does 8 damage, if you notice, 8 damage, but he has 12 blind on him as well, which is really, really solid. We can get all of our health back here, so might as well go ahead and do that. And we get a bunch of damage in too, so it's totally fine. We're gonna go and launch this guy to the left. Yeah, he's hurting quite a lot now. It's not good, not great, but he's about to die. This is probably our last throw here. We might kill ourselves, to be honest. We killed him before we killed ourselves, so we win. And that's sometimes how Cruciball goes. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to enjoy making this series. We'll probably be playing Cruciball quite a bit. Anyways, peace out, everybody, and adios.